Naomi looked at the empty shelves in her pantry. The sight was a stark reminder of the harsh times she was living through. Her heart felt as empty as the wooden planks. Each day was a struggle, and the emptiness seemed to echo her loneliness. The last of the flour was gone, the last beans cooked. She had stretched her supplies as far as she could, but now there was nothing left. Only a small jar of oil remained. It was a meager amount, but it was all she had. She held the jar close. It was a fragile lifeline in a sea of uncertainty. It was more than oil. It was hope, a symbol of resilience and faith that somehow things would get better. She had enough for one meal, maybe two. She would make it last, as she always did. What would happen after that? The uncertainty gnawed at her, but she pushed the fear aside. She lived alone, far from family, with no one to help. The isolation was as heavy as the hunger. Naomi fell to her knees, the cool clay floor soothing against her cheek. It was her place of solace. "Dear God," she whispered, "I don't know what to do. Please help me." Her voice was a soft plea in the silence. As she prayed, a peace settled over her. It was a gentle reminder that she was not truly alone. It wasn't the absence of problems, but the presence of faith. Her heart felt lighter, even if her pantry did not. She knew somehow that she wasn't alone. With renewed strength, she faced the days ahead, trusting that her faith would see her through. A knock on the door startled Naomi. She opened it to find Sarah, the elderly woman who lived next door. Sarah's eyes, though cloudy with age, held a kindness that warmed Naomi's heart. "Naomi, child, I heard you praying," Sarah said, her voice a gentle whisper. "What troubles you?" Naomi explained her situation, the empty pantry, the dwindling oil. Sarah listened patiently, her wrinkled hand resting on Naomi's arm. "Don't you worry, child," Sarah said. "Go, borrow empty jars from your neighbors. Borrow as many as you can." Naomi was confused, but she trusted Sarah's wisdom. She went from house to house, explaining her need for empty jars. Some neighbors looked at her strangely, but they gave her what she asked. She soon had a pile of jars, all shapes and sizes, clay jars, wooden jars, even a few metal ones. Each jar represented a neighbor's willingness to help, a small act of kindness that filled Naomi with gratitude. As she carried the jars back to her home, the weight of them wasn't burdensome. It was a reminder that she wasn't alone in her struggle. The community, in its own small way, was rallying around her. Witnessed the impossible, a testament to her faith and a reminder of God's faithfulness. In her darkest hour, she had been blessed beyond measure. Always timely and abundant. He provides not just what we need, but often far beyond what we can ask or This verse resonated deeply with everyone who witnessed the miracle.